All right, and we are live. Lord Cognito here, IronLordPodcast, lordsofgaming.net. And who is this fine gentleman that we have here at the Xbox Play Anywhere Showcase?
Hello, I'm Marnix, and I'm the studio director of Enchanted Works, and this is our game Nomori.
Nomori, studio director. So for those living under a rock, tell us about Nomori. It looks fantastic, by the way. Tell us about this game.
So Nomori is essentially a little bit like Portal meets Alice in Wonderland. You play as Kiko, who gets accidentally transported to another world, and she wants to get home. But on her way home, she encounters spirits that are dealing with their own stuff.
Spirits dealing with their own stuff.
Yeah, and basically she gets roped into their problems in order to be able to go home, like very Alice in Wonderland.
All right, let's get it. Let's see what's going on.
So it's a game with portals. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of see Kiko on the ceiling there with a unique twist. But it is a game with a literal unique twist where later on in the game we introduce it slowly, but you can actually rotate portals to change their perspective.
Yo, that's fire. Okay, sorry.
So you're playing, it's very MC Escher inspired. So we create worlds where every orientation you can get to. There's really no limitations to where you can or cannot go. And in order to traverse the world, we have something called a slime bun. We kind of have them laying around here as well.
Oh yeah, we see these little slime buns.
Essentially, the core principle of the game is that everything in the world can have their own orientation. So this slime bun, you can see the liquid inside is actually falling in that direction. And I just stopped it in time, and I can essentially make this go back and forward in time now to create my own little moving platforms. So I can use this to get across.
So we're manipulating these things to basically control our platforming, but then you also got the portals that you can also manipulate as well.
Yes.
The orientation of said portals. This is interesting.
It was a little bit too far away for me to get. So we also have empty portal frames in the game, and I'm gonna see if I'm a gamer and I can quickly get it. Oh, can we get it? Oh, stop. So part of the thing, like why we really like this mechanic, is because it's very forgiving. Right. So what we feel is there's a lot of cozy games out there that have like cute art, cute story, like amazing everything. But the puzzle elements in a lot of those games tend to be very like light-hearted and simple. So what we're trying to do is actually make like a cozy aesthetic game with like a cute story, while also actually being kind of challenging.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's the sort of the unique take that we're trying to do.
No, I love that, man. It's actually very unique. And again, all the things going on from an engine standpoint. What engine are we utilizing? Because there's a lot going on to this game.
So we have like a custom rendering. We're using Unity. Okay. So we have our own sort of render pipeline, and essentially to make the portals work. And because we're a small team, like making your engine is a lot of work, a lot of overhead, especially because we're trying to get it on Xbox as well. Unity is the engine of choice.
Awesome. Now, how long has it been in development, Nomori?
So our game has been in development since 2020 to 2021. We're a small team of 5.
Wow, really small. Wow.
And also working part-time. So like we've been working on it a long time, but just like it's really spread out over.
I love that you said that, because that was real life, y'all. He's like, look, I'm doing this also in conjunction with a job. So people don't understand how difficult game dev is and the sacrifices that people make to actually come together and make a team. And I'm glad you said that, because I think it needs to be stated more to the general gaming audience.
It is. Like I feel, so this is like a hot take, but I feel every game that comes out is sort of like a miracle.
Talk to him. I believe you. Again, all the challenges just to get the game, first of all, from a discoverability standpoint, right? Then to get the game out, get the team out, then we didn't even talk about funding and the money and the business part of it, right?
It's very expensive. Like making it is expensive. You're essentially like you're a bakery making bread, but your buns are like done 4 years in the future. But I still have to pay rent. I still have to pay medical bills. Like it's tough.
That's real talk, man. I love to hear these stories of the devs, man. So we're working around in Nomori. What else are we doing now? What are we up to now?
So this is super late in the game, but this is probably the craziest. So we have time reversal, we have portal rotation, but you can actually combine the two. So the thing that you can do in the game is, if I take this slime one through a portal and I drop it here, in order to not create a time paradox, if I rotate the portal now, there's only sort of one thing that can happen, and that is that this actually rotates the entire time pod. So now I have a cube that's upside down, and I can still do the time reversal now. So now I have an upside down slime bun. I can actually jump on this. And I can go across here, but it's upside down, which means that if I release it now, this will actually want to fall downwards in its own perspective, which is upward in my perspective. So I can create my own little elevator. And this is what we use to do all sorts of secrets throughout the game. So we try and make the game so that like getting from point A to sort of getting to the end of the level is relatively easy, but finding all the collectibles and all the sort of the crazy things you can find, that's where it's sort of the difficulty.
And that's where like the out of the box thinking starts, right? Exactly, in order to get to the secrets. Now the question I got for you, because people are going to challenge, they're going to say, this is super creative. How are you going to tackle the onboarding with a game like this, with all this type of functionality and availability in the game?
I mean, it's like you're essentially we're trying to sort of spoon feed mechanics very slowly and like helping the player sort of chew even before they swallow it.
Because an old guy like me, you're going to have to go very slow and introduce these mechanics one by one. But I'm glad you said that. So that's kind of like the introductory phase. I'm assuming like maybe the first kind of level.
Like what I just showed you now, that's like 7 hours into the game.
Okay, because you were scaring me. Because I was like, if this is how it is off the beginning, I said, this is a high difficulty curve. Thank you for saying that, because now people will be, I think, less intimidated.
So we got the record straight. Like
for the record straight, we're way advanced in the game.
We're like super far. Like, so this is like a showcase level where I show like this is the extreme end of the spectrum.
So then, like, another question I would have in terms of like mostly puzzle mechanics. I'm going to assume, you correct me if I'm wrong, there's not like combat in this game or anything like this. This is more puzzle.
No, so like what Portal, like this probably is the biggest inspiration for this game. But Portal is a stressful game. Like there's turrets trying to shoot you. Like sometimes you're pressing a button and you hear like the clock ticking and you need to get to the other end. So we have nothing like this in this game. Like nothing's trying to kill you. When you fall off a level, you just respawn. There's lots of checkpoints everywhere. So if you lose progress, you can actually hold a button and you just go back to the checkpoint. Awesome. And there's no timed elements. And especially because we have the time freeze, like you can freeze the cube in the air, jump on it, like in your own leisure, and then use it to go across. So as an example here, it's like say I want to get, again, this is super far in the game, so mechanically, but say I want to get across this gap and I have a portal, I can actually manipulate the gravity of this slime bun by just rotating it like this. And now it wants to fall this direction. So if I put it here now, and I let go, this will actually fall across. But then I can still do like the time reversal, and I can just take my time. Like I can time my jump, I can give it a moment, I can jump on, and then I can get across.
Nice. Really cool. Really cool. Again, very Inception-like Portal. Like there's a lot going on from like I would say like also optical illusions sometimes, but it's really cool. It's really cool. And last thing I'll say, I mean, again, puzzle mechanics heavy. We're flirting with narrative, or we're kind of light on that. That's not really a focus on the Nomori journey.
So it is like definitely a big chunk of the gameplay. Essentially, between levels, you go back to Hub World. And Kiko is trying to get her way home, and like she needs the help of the spirit. So you're constantly talking to. Let's see if there's actually. There's a big cat up there. Maybe I can try and get to it to see if we can get like a feel for it.
Let's do it. Let's see if we can get over there.
Assuming I'm a gamer.
No problem.
Okay, there we go.
Nice.
Hopefully put this here. Oh, let's not try. Okay. We're still good. We can still grab it.
Okay. Let's see how we can get to that cat. That's gonna be the thing.
Okay.
Put it back there. Okay.
Yeah, thinking with portals, right? So I kind of want an elevator upwards, so I'm gonna rotate this so that it wants to fall upward, and then we'll plump it down here.
Yep. Hop on, and then with that gravity, it should now go upwards based on how we rotate it, so we can get to that cat, which is our final destination here. Let's go, big cat in the building.
So we can talk to Big Cat.
I literally named it Big Cat. I named it Big Cat just for the record. I'm part of the dev team. I came up with that on the fly. I'm just joking. But this is awesome, man. And for our audience, as far as like how far out are we to release, or we still got some time?
No, so we have all the levels are done. Okay. All the dialogue's done. We're actually localizing the game in like 11 different languages. So like Japanese, Korean, Spanish, French, German, like all the major Polish as well, major languages. Mm-hmm. And we're basically making sure the onboarding is good. Like obviously that's like the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. We're polishing that, doing the camera angles. Mm-hmm. And right now, the next big step for us is to get the game certified for Xbox. That's basically what's deciding the release date for us. So we're sending it in for certification, and if it gets approved, we'll announce the release date.
All right, we're getting close. We're getting some approvals. We're getting some certifications, hopefully. Man, this was an absolute pleasure learning about Nomori.
Thank
you so much, man.
Questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check it out, man. Again, love to hear the real stories from the devs. Absolute pleasure here at the Xbox Play Showcase. Peace.